Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be fixing my Karcher K2 washer because I use it for the cars and stuff. Now, as you can see in this video right now, there's a little bit of mist coming from the Karcher washer itself, so I'm losing pressure somewhere, and this was only happening when I was actually using the item. It wasn't leaking on standstill, but when I was just using it, this is what you'd see, and it was squirting out everywhere, and it was taking away pressure from the actual unit itself. So you need a Torx 15 screw, and it's really and truly just about undoing these screws at the back. Now these four on this black thing that you see there, in those four corners, these screws are there, and they're just simple self tappers. Just take your time and take them out, remove them, and yeah, it's all pretty simple stuff. They're all the same. And there's just two behind the wheels, as you can see there. I'm just undoing them. Once again, it's all simple stuff. You know, when these things break, you should always give a try at trying to fix them. And it's not this last one just by where you wrap the cable cord there, and it kind of just pops open. But be careful with it because you don't want anything to fall out. And that's the whole unit. For the size of it, it's quite small when you look at it, but yeah, it's simple stuff. Pop off that hose. I think that's the breather hose. But yeah, just gain access to it and free it up. At this stage, I didn't actually know what was wrong with the unit itself. I just knew it was leaking. But as you can see, there's that white patch on the bottom of that elbow, which was a bit suspicious to me. But I still couldn't see exactly where it was coming from. But you just take your time and inspect it, and make sure not to drop it because it's actually quite fragile. But yeah, really easy stuff. So what I did was I hooked it up to the hose, turned it on, and immediately it was evident exactly where it was coming from. So you can see as I'm using the gun, the lance, you can see it's like a small pinhole. I'm assuming that's happened because, you know, sometimes when you're using it, you pull at the washer itself, and it starts to leak like that. So pretty easy. So it just pops off. It's just like a quarter turn and pops off, and it's simple. So I ordered a new one. I'll put a link in the description of where to get one from. But from what I understand, these are quite a common issue. And a replacement, they're quite expensive. This cost me £15. But I'll put a link in the description on where to get one if you want similar to this. It comes with a lube. It's an original part. And a new O-ring. My O-ring wasn't really that bad. But if you got a new one, you may as well use a new one. Why not? So really simple, like I said, just quarter turn and remove the O-ring on the bottom of the nipple. You can see it there, just coming off really easily. Make sure to use the lubrication that they give with it. Do everything right. This provides a seal and it really stops it from pinching as well. So, you know, there's plenty in there. Just make sure you get it on and around that area, and just carefully slide on that rubber O-ring, making sure not to pinch it. And then just rub the lubrication around it. This will give it a good seal, and when it goes on, it won't snag. So like I said, you just pop this on, and it's a quarter turn, and you're back in business. And it's really that simple. So it's just a reverse of breaking it down. Like I said, take your time, and just clip it in very, very slowly because it's all plastic around it. And it's all kind of, it can be quite brittle. But just put them screws in. I actually lost the screw, but it wasn't that terrible. And then once you put it back together, you're virtually back in business, ready to go. There you go. So here's me wiring it back up and using it. Now what you got to do before all this, you just got to purge it. So you turn it on and you make sure water comes through and all the air comes out, and you can see I'm using it and it's just working perfectly. Amen. What a result. I was going to end up buying a new jet washer instead. I just fixed it for £15. And you can see it's working. There's no leaking around it, no nothing. So this is a successful job. And then I move on to use it to clean my car parts. This video is coming soon. Don't forget to comment, like, and all that stuff. Notification. And see you in the next video.